So we have the Chicago Cubs at 111 games through the season. We're winning the NL Central here, 5.5 games up over the Cardinals, who we've been battling all season. 67-44 record is where we're at. Team still ranked 12th overall. I don't know if we actually improved our ranking. Like, the trade deadline is passed, and I don't think our ranking changed. We might have even started at... Well, actually, now I don't know what we started at. I don't know. Either way, our ranking hasn't changed much. So yeah, we have a matchup against the Cardinals, who we're trying to stay out in front of here to start things off. But I do always kind of feel like when we have a new episode of this March to October, I kind of need to go over what the team's looking like. So the offense, just as good as ever. I mean, we just kind of look surface level at these stats, and all these dudes are putting up numbers, man. Like, the top 7 in the order are really strong. Then you get to Yan Gomes. He's actually not having a terrible year numbers-wise, but he's been hit by regression. He is down to a 63 overall. I'm still not sure if I want to commit to starting Miguel Amaya just because he hasn't been doing good when he plays. But as Yan Gomes continues to regress, we might have to look into that as a possibility. And now that the trade deadline's passed, we can't make any trades. And then PCA, he's actually doing pretty solid at the plate too, when I wasn't 100% sure if he would. But look at that, 4 triples. Love to see me mess teams up, but St. Louis is your team. Gonna have to take the L here. No, I won't. I won't be doing that today. So just quick, yeah, our pitching too. Our pitching's actually gotten a little bit better, I think. Like, we've gotten a little bit more on track. Justin Steele's starting to put up some better numbers. Kyle Hendricks is pitching just as good as he has all year. And then these dudes, you know, these aren't that great of numbers, but all the ERAs are under 5. That's kind of all you can ask for with lower rated pitchers. Bullpen still struggles in places, but we've made most of our upgrades to the bullpen. We've added Sean Armstrong, Danny Coulomb, Shelby Miller, and then the big trade at the end of the last episode, Devin Williams. 85 overall from the Brewers in division trade. We got him, and he's going to be our new closer. So hopefully he doesn't stink. Did I see Acuna drop that routine fly ball? Oh man, I just noticed my on-screen chat display, and I thought I changed it up a little bit before I started the stream, and I thought it looked better, and now I'm looking at it and I don't think it looks better. So let me just quick. We did this last episode too. You guys are my tech support. I'm just gonna real quick, very quick, try and make a change here, because I think I know what's making it not look as good. Alright, let's try that. Let's try that. That should be better. Alright, Acuna, did I see him drop a routine fly ball? I didn't. It doesn't sound good, though. It doesn't sound like a good one. You saw that Hendricks is getting the bullpen boot in real life? Really? I actually, I remember I went to a game, like, live, and I saw his first bullpen appearance. I don't remember why. I don't remember why he came out of the bullpen, but it was Cubs Brewers in, like, 2017, maybe? And he just randomly came out of the bullpen for the first time in his career. St. Louis swept the O's. First time they've been swept since May of 22. Do you have it the other way around? I thought it was St. Louis got swept for the first time in that long. Or maybe I just had it wrong. I don't know. So I don't think we have anything left to talk about, unless we want to look at league leaders at some point. I don't know. We might hold off on that for a bit, because I want to actually get into some gameplay. St. Louis took all 3, so maybe I just had it wrong. Maybe I saw the stat wrong. Maybe it was the Orioles hadn't been swept. Or I guess that's what you just told me, is that it was the Orioles that haven't been swept since then. All right, we have a game here against the Cardinals, 7-6, 7th inning. We just got to hold the lead. We are obviously in the bullpen, having given up 6 runs. It's going to be a bullpen game from here on out, but it's no different than being up, 1-0, like those kind of moments. And I'm going to try and be on top of this more. Move myself down to where I'm supposed to be. All right. Shelby Miller has 4 pitches. Did it say... I could have sworn it said he pitched a full inning. So he had a 4-pitch inning? Wow, okay. Hendricks, though, did not have a good... I just talked about how he's been pitching good all year, and now he has an outing giving up 6 runs in 5 innings. Miguel Amaya, though, I also just said he wasn't doing good enough to put him in the lineup, and he has a multi-home run game. 3 for 3 with 5 driven in. All right, well, I guess we have to reevaluate multiple things. And is it just me, or does the music sound a little bit louder than usual right now? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I'm going to leave Miller in, though, because he, barely had to use up any of his energy. Okay, let's actually hit our spots on the fastballs. This is my first MLB The Show action of the day, though, so that's always rough. They're just proving me wrong. I guess they heard what I said. Game loves to prove me wrong. Okay, come on, man. Come on. I don't know if I've had a perfect pitch release yet. I still haven't. What is going on? There we go, and it's just another foul ball. Oh, this is a great way to start the day. Okay, this is fun. Oh my God, didn't we just have an at-bat like this? It was like near the very end of the last stream, I'm pretty sure. We had like a 13 pitch at-bat or something. Dude, what's happening? Okay, we just had to dot him up perfectly. Jeez. I mean, Miller gets through his first inning on 4 pitches and then takes 11 to get 1 out in the next inning. You know what? I was so confident. Oh, there we go. There's a 1 pitch out. I was going to say I was so confident Miller was going to be able to get us through this inning, I didn't even bother looking at the bullpen. Better make sure we have some arms warmed up. We got Hector and Adbert. I'm good with that. I'm good with that. I was honestly very excited to stream today. Like, more than usual when I go to stream. So that has to be a good sign, right? Hopefully that means I can actually get myself streaming more and more. And there we go. Rengifo at third. Forgot to mention that one. That was another trade we made last episode. He's over there at third base getting the job done. How do we feel about... I know they're a couple years old now. How do we feel about these Cubs City Connects? I know every once in a while we talk about some City Connect jerseys and whether or not they look good, but this was part of that first batch. I don't know why I didn't swing at that. What time would I guess the stream is going to end today? Man, I have no idea. It all depends on how much of the season we can get into. I'd love to finish the season today. So, I'm guessing 3-ish hours. Maybe a little bit more. Or less if we end up moving through the season slower. Toxic loves the Cubs jerseys. Chop says they're not the worst. So we've got a couple different opinions here. And Toxic after 8, I don't know. We might not be in the same time zone. So I'm Central. So when I say 7, if you're Eastern, that might mean 8 for you. But yeah, I'm guessing after 7, my time. Hopefully not too far after 7. But I'm guessing we're going to push past 3 hours today.
Swing and a high fly ball down the left field line, but hooking foul. One down, base is empty. And it is 2-1. Pretty easy to give up on that pitch.
This dude's 44 pitches in. Didn't notice that. I wonder how much energy he has left. Oh, he's in the yellow. Okay, maybe we can do something against him. And then I didn't... Didn't turn on the fastball. I guess that's kind of what happens when this is my first game of the day.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the second baseman, Nico Horner. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, Toxic, I know you already know, but give me the chance to remind you, if you do have to leave midstream and you miss a portion of it, these Cubs March to October streams are going up on the second channel as standalone videos. So if you ever miss something, you can check, or you can catch up on it once it's uploaded over there. And also, even though now these streams on this channel are going to be unlisted once they're over, you can still access it. It should just be, if you go to my channel page and go to playlists, there should be a playlist just called like MLB 24 streams or something, and all the unlisted past streams will still be there in their entirety, so you can still watch them. I'm gonna take Miller out here. He still had a lot of energy, but we're gonna get a new look in. We're going Adbert here now that he's not the closer anymore. Maybe he'll do better in this role. He came in with not much confidence, though. I don't like that. Okay. His pinpoint's a little faster. There we go. Already got it down. That was still a pretty good pitch, I thought. Oh my god, these Cardinals, man. Is this, you know what? No, I don't like that. I don't like that pitch. Nolan Gorman and you share a birthday? I share a birthday with, oh my god, really? Really? That was such a good pitch. I made so many good pitches in that at bat. And then it's just, this better not be how this whole stream is going to go, because I'm going to get frustrated very quick. Okay, there we go. It doesn't even matter. That's going to, well, okay, yeah, it is going to be 2. You played Lego Star Wars 3 for 11 total hours today and yesterday. I think we talked about that before, right? You said that was your favorite, and I said I hadn't played it. Or I have played it. That's just, I haven't played that one much. And it's been a long time. I feel like the little bit I have played of that game, though, it was like a really good Lego Star Wars game, and I want to get back and play it at some point. It's just never like on the top of my priority list. But hey, that's another thing for maybe the long-term future is, you know, when I start playing some other games, branch out, start doing some playthroughs of non-sports games. Maybe some of those Lego games will make it onto the list. That's only going to be a single. Am I excited for the new Mad Max with Chris Hemsworth? I haven't actually watched any of those, but I know what was the, I don't know if it was a reboot or just kind of like revisiting the series, but from a couple years ago. I always heard that one was really good. So I should probably check into those. You feel like if you play Lego games, it's either you're extremely bored with the game or you're obsessed with the game. There's no in between. I always see them as just kind of like, you know, you don't really want to do anything too serious when you sit down to play. You just want to have some fun, and those games are a lot of fun. I remember before I even had played any Lego Star Wars game and like I heard about what you could do in it, I thought it sounded like the coolest thing ever. Kind of like when you hear about or watch someone play Grand Theft Auto and it's like, oh my god, this is the coolest concept for a game ever. You can get in any car, you can drive around any car. Amaya with another hit. I'm not going to send him. That was, yeah, he was way too shallow. That's a 4-for-4 day for Amaya, though. I really might have to consider starting him now. If he's going to play like this and Yan Gomes is going to keep regressing. We got bases loaded here, nobody out. We could do some damage. That's okay. Good job. That better drop. Okay. I'm only going to score one, though. Station to station here, but we add on to our lead. You put so many hours into GTA 3, never beat it. See, those are other games. I want to go back and play the older Grand Theft Autos. Because I've only ever played 5. But I always hear, like, the 3 that came out all around the same time. What was it? 3, Vice City and San Andreas. I always hear people say those are like all-time classics. Oh my God! Okay, we are on today. We are on our game today. 5 runs here in the 8th inning without recording it out. We're capping it off with an Ian Happ grand slam, and we're not even done yet. This is still a new inning. We still have nobody out this inning. Who said I was taking the L? It was you, right, Teen Dad? You said I was taking the L against St. Louis. What do you think now? But you also said that's who you are with Days Gone, one of the best games ever made and most underrated game. That and the 2015 Mad Max game. I know there was a lot of people that didn't like Days Gone, right? I don't know why, but I feel like my knowledge of that game is just people didn't like it, and then it was kind of one of those games that people came back around on and then, you know, have a good opinion of. But I don't know anything about it other than it's like a zombie game and you got a motorcycle. Not always that big into zombie games. Like even Call of Duty Zombies is kind of like I'll play, you know, one round, one game, and it's like, all right, that's enough zombies. Ian Happ might be your favorite on the Cubs. I feel like he's pretty likable. He's like, well, I don't even know. I was gonna say he's like the only holdover left from the last core group of players, but I can't even remember if he was on the team yet for the World Series. I don't think he was.
And now 1-2. 1-2.
Well, I guess also I won't have to use Devin Williams now, will I? I was kind of looking forward to using him for the first time, and now we have a 6-run lead. So there's really no reason to. Oh, God, okay. So they bring in the new guy, and he decides to carve me up. Sure. You think he was a rookie in 16 or 17? So if it was 16, then he would have been... Well, I don't know. He might not have been on the World Series roster, but he at least would have been on the team in the World Series year. I don't remember. I guess also Hendricks was there. I kind of forgot about him, too. He's another holdover from that group. 3 good MLB players went to your high school and your family knows them? That's cool. Are we going deep here? Wisdom? Oh, yeah, we are. We're not done yet this inning. That was kind of a moonshot. Like, that went high up in the air. I want to see what the launch angle was on this. Or where does it show me? That's his 34th of the year. Patrick Wisdom is on one this year. 42-degree launch angle. Wow. Hendricks, Lester, Lackey, Arrieta pitching was loaded. It was. It definitely was. And not to mention the lineup. I mean, that Cubs lineup was something special too. It's kind of crazy how so many of them didn't pan out past that year, but like that one year specifically, it was just like the whole roster up and down. There was no easy out. Henry Davis went to your current high school. He was the #1 pick a couple years ago, right? Your job sponsor is Patrick Wisdom. Well, they're doing it right if he's going to put up 34 home runs for me. Are we still going Nico Horner with the base hit? We might never finish this game. We might not finish the regular season because we're never going to finish this game. I might just score, 20 runs. 6-18 final score. I mean, I still got some work to do. Dexter Fowler was an all-star for sure. You loved him as a Cub. I just remember the whole like surprise thing that nobody thought he was coming back, and then all of a sudden he just kind of showed up at spring training. It was like, here I am. And everybody was all happy.
That's down and in. A slider missed.
He was so bad as a Cardinal. Yeah, I didn't really follow afterward. I just know he kind of fell off. Oh, no, I ruined it. That was such a good pitch, too. I forget what the count was. Maybe I shouldn't have been swinging at that. I think we did enough that inning, though. I think we put up enough runs. Anthony Rizzo is your favorite Cub from 2016, but that's because you're a Yankees fan? That would make sense, then. I guess we just stick with Adbert here. No need to burn a different arm. There goes 18-6. I mean, you did make that prediction with 2 outs already, so there wasn't a ton of leeway. There we go. 2 to go after this. We're going to get that nice extra fireball for a blowout here, I'm sure. Why do I feel like, Blake, ever since you wrote that, I was trying to think of who. Was there another Cub from that 2016 World Series team that made their way over to the Yankees? Like, I just kind of felt like there was, but then I couldn't think of who, so maybe there wasn't. Okay, still with the patience here. Schwarber's been your fave since called up. He was built like you back then, played for your team, wore your favorite number, hit nothing but dingers. Dude, Schwarber's awesome. Schwarber is just such a fun player. Like, he just a dude who goes up there, you know what he's looking for, you know what he's looking to do, and then he does it. I guess I don't know how he's doing this year, so I don't know. But, yeah, he was always fun. I feel like for the Cubs, though, he wasn't quite as good as they were hoping. Who's going diamond next roster update? I'm not good at keeping up with that. I'm not good at predicting what SDS is going to do. I've been burned by that in the past, thinking, someone specific was going to go diamond. It seemed obvious to me, and then it just didn't happen. Yeah, it's kind of crazy to think of Schwarber as a catcher. I wonder if he would have been any good if they, actually stuck him with it. There we go. All right, nice pitch there to end it. Not another long AB from Tommy Edman. That's a nice game there. And we bail Kyle Hendricks out, too. 5 innings, 6 runs allowed, and he walks away with his 15th win of the season. 3 more fireballs. We, took down the team that we're trying to fend off for the division. Everything went so well there. Schwarber's at 9 home runs currently. I guess the key for him is always, is he hitting enough home runs to make up for what's probably like a batting average in the 220s? Maybe even lower. I don't think Schwarber ever used to be a pinch hitter, or a switch hitter, a pinch hitter. God. I don't know. I don't have any memory of seeing Schwarber step up from the right side, but that's just me. All right, what do we got here? All right, we win the next couple games of the series. Ooh, are we going to get to play the Sox? Not yet, because we have... Oh, okay, no, this is good. A call-up opportunity, and Nick Madrigal's one of them. That's, oh man, I forgot to mention that at the beginning of this. Okay, we'll have to get back to that here. But I'm probably gonna want to call up Madrigal, I would assume. Um well, over who though? Actually. Over Bush, maybe? I mean, Bush has been good, so I don't know. Man, I kind of thought I was going to automatically call Madrigal up, but now I'm not so sure. I mean, we have pretty much every position we need off the bench covered. Imagine if it was all pitchers. Thankfully not. We've seen enough of them this year. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I would do it over Bush, but, like, Bush has been so good. And I know he doesn't start anymore, so it's not like his bat is super valuable, but it's not like Madrigal would start either. Alcantara is kind of like our only primary backup outfielder. Rengifo can do it all, and then Bush can play the infield and left. You were so hyped for Nick because you love contact hitters, and he's been such a huge letdown. Dude, I loved him on the White Sox. I was so upset when they got rid of him. That whole trade, that whole sequence of trades was so unfortunate for like every single team. The Sox and the Cubs, Sox giving away Madrigal, he was bad for the Cubs. Sox getting Craig Kimbrell, he was bad for the Sox. And then, what was it? The Sox then traded Kimbrell for A.J. Pollock to the Dodgers, and then both those dudes weren't any good for the teams they went to. If everyone would have just stuck with who they had, they were playing good on their teams. I don't know what I want to do here. I'm just kind of stalling, because, like, I don't know. I mean, we can't just assume that I'm going to get an attribute increase, because I don't do that. Like, I'm not good at position player locks. So we got to assume he would be at a 71. He was also playing good, too, when he was up on the big league. So, like, I don't know. I'm kind of almost leaning towards not doing anything now. Because, yeah, Bush is good. They're pretty much the same overall. He's been a nice bat, has some power. I might not do anything here, guys. I might not. What are we thinking? Did I miss anything? No, not really. Nobody's got an opinion. I guess that means you don't really care if I bring Madrigal up. So I don't know if I will. I don't think I will, as much as I would like to. You saw the White Sox play in real life a few days ago. Was it one of the bad ones? Don't fix something that's broke. Nick is solid. You'd call up Madrigal? Yeah, I assume that's what you meant, Teen Dad. I don't see the benefit. I don't think I'm going to do it. It was a bad game for them against the Yankees. Yeah, okay. I think all those were bad games. I'm going to leave Madrigal down in the minors. It doesn't make sense to me. And we do get to play the White Sox. All right. So we get the crosstown matchup here that we got to see in the White Sox March to October, but that was in the World Series. This one, I don't think this matchup's going to happen in the World Series, but you know what? Where are the White Sox at? I went way past them. Oh, they're having a great year. No, they're doing fine. Still 30th ranked, 36 and 81. But hey, a 2-game winning streak, so we got to watch out. It was the game Carlos Rodon faced them. Yeah, I don't remember specifically that one. I don't know. I haven't been watching the White Sox as much as I have the last couple of years, and I think it's obvious why. All right, so we have. Let's go for it. Let's go in here, man. We have bases loaded against Davy Garcia, and there's only there's 2 outs. I thought there was only 1, but there's 2 outs, so we kind of have to do something right now. It's Ian Happ up though. We just hit the grand slam with him, so. Ooh, but the wind's blowing in. That's not good. We have a homer from Christopher Morel, 27 on the year for him. And we have Cam Sanders pitching. Looks like he's still going, too. 3 caught stealings, though. What are we doing? We don't need to be caught that much. They made a mistake losing a lot of their good players, but were they even good? Like, it's just such a letdown. Trevor Bauer signed with a Mexican team, and dude is gross. Need him back in the MLB. I mean, you know, there's a couple ways you can take that, saying dude is gross. So, I don't know. I don't really care either way.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Dude, I thought that was going to be called another strike. Did I forget a pitch? I don't remember that first pitch.
2 outs.
Oh, we got it. Oh, no, I was too early. Oh. Oh, no. Look at that pitch. Look at where that was. That has to be another grand slam.
The pitch.
That, please stay fair. Don't. Okay. All right. It's all good. You know, I would have been fine if you let that hit you, Hap.
You cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Okay, that was a little early on that one. We're gonna do something here. I'm dialing it in. Dialed that one in. God, dude. That was such a tough, like, that's such a good spot. What am I supposed to do? If I would have swung, I would have just broken my bat and popped up. Cam Sanders is staying in this game. He's got a lot of energy left.
Swings through that one for strike one.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
You think the managing staff for the Sox let them down? Yeah. I mean, that's... I feel like everything, though, for the White Sox was a letdown. Like, the players themselves not developing, the people in charge of player development, the manager, La Russa, the general manager, the president, the owner, everything. Every aspect of the team. You just started watching me a few weeks ago. Watched my whole Washington March to October back-to-back. Wow. That is quite a bit to watch back-to-back. I hope you're okay. Glad you enjoyed it, though. Hopefully you enjoy the stream.
Changing speeds has this lineup completely off balance in this one. We've seen a lot of mistimed swings, and it's been a challenge for these hitters to get their rhythm right.
Fletcher up to the plate for the third time as he looks at one down low.
Okay, that's foul. We're good. We're good. I'm kind of zoning out this game. I forgot a pitch that happened in that first at-bat with Hap. I already forget how the first 2 outs happened this inning. Like, I thought we only had one. I need to lock it in, man. I can't take the White Sox too lightly. That's when something will go wrong. But there we go. Cam Sanders has us. You've been watching me since 21. I think I had like 800 subs. Yeah, I don't remember what I would have been at around that time, but that sounds about right. Thanks for sticking around for so long, though. Putting up with me. Hopefully it wasn't a letdown when I finally turned the camera on.
And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. 1 for 3. Ball one there. Garcia.
You think you found me late 20 or early 21? So that would have been right around the time, like I was talking about earlier, of that Rangers March to October. Still pretty rough at that point, I feel like. Still figuring things out. Okay, 3-0 count. Awesome videos. Your English, so just got in to MLB. Yeah, I wasn't swinging anyway, 3-0 count. You're a Brewers fan somehow, as they're the first team you played in March to October. Nice. I spent a long time as a Brewers fan. Kind of migrated back to the White Sox just because they're easier to watch for me. And they were exciting, at least for a bit. But the Brewers, I'd still consider my number 2 team. Started watching me like 10-ish episodes into the Nationals, March to October. That actually makes me want to ask a question that I'm always kind of curious about. When somebody finds my March to October's like into it, do you watch the new episode and then like go back, or do you just start watching from that point on? Because I always wonder, like, especially when it gets later, like if I'm 50 something episodes in and somebody new discovers it, like, do you just watch from that point, or do you want to like go back and binge the whole thing? It wasn't a letdown, but unexpected. White Sox had a good 2021, and that's the thing, it could have even been better too. They had so many injuries still that year, like they always have. If, you know, those guys just don't get hurt, I mean, you never know. Could have been a 100-win team. And then what would they be now? You go back and start watching from the beginning. I mean, that's cool. That's cool for me. It's always kind of, I don't know, it's tough to kind of like think of the numbers as the views as being like people actually watching stuff, but like when you think of actually like a person sitting down discovering a video and being like, man, I gotta go back and watch this whole thing, it's cool.
You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's gonna bring in some runs.
I feel like oh, they're going home. No, they're not. Look at Moncada over there. Brain working overtime. What was I going to say, though? I feel like Pack Attack isn't quite the same way. Just based on the numbers I see, I feel like people, if they discover it throughout, it's more just like a watch from that point on rather than go back and watch from the start. Field of Dreams was entertaining. I've been a Yankees fan your whole life. See, the sad part is that Field of Dreams game was like the peak of the White Sox like rebuild into competitiveness. Like it never got better than that, which is a terrible thing to say when it's a team that was supposed to have World Series expectations at some point, but that was literally the peak. Ever thought of Road to the Show? You never really played that game mode. I've thought of streaming it. Again, that's another thing. If I can nail down a streaming schedule and like have any sort of consistency of when I stream and streaming more, that'd be something I'd be interested in doing for a series, just some live Road to the Show. Oh, see, Moncada had a brain fart earlier, and then he turns that into a double play. Ridiculous. I mean, we're good. We put up 2 more runs. We've got a 3-run lead now. Cam Sanders is shutting it down. Used to be a diehard Tim Anderson fan, and he fell so hard. Oh my God, dude! I don't even know where to begin with him. I don't even know what happened. You live in Ohio, but for some reason your mom got you hooked on the Cubs early. The Cubs are always like a popular team, no matter where you are. Even when they were bad for so long, it's just like, you know, it's kind of like you got the Yankees, maybe the Red Sox, and then the Cubs are like right there too. Just a team that like everyone knows, and it's like, oh, I'll just watch the Cubs, I guess. Dodgers, forgot them too. They're definitely part of that list, maybe above the Red Sox.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Man, he is just dialed in right now. Every pitch thrown with so much conviction.
When he hit that walk-off in the Field of Dreams game, you thought he was going to be the next cool player. I mean, he already was at that point. He already was a cool player. And then, you know, that point on a national stage, just going back to that moment, it was like, I felt like, okay, this is where everyone realizes the White Sox are here. Because they'd been having a good year, but it still didn't really feel like everyone was like, oh, you know, watch out for the White Sox. And then that game happened with that ending, and it was like, all right, now everybody knows the Sox are here. And then they were there for 2 more months, and that was it.
2 down, nobody on. Here in game 1 of 2 in the series.
Dude, Cam Sanders is just... he's untouchable right now. You always like Eloy the most, probably because you hit good with him in DD. Eloy was fun too. I mean, everybody on the team back when they were good were so fun. Eloy has such a personality that he's so easy to like if he didn't get hurt so much. And I know the injuries aren't on him, or they're not all on him. Like, you can't really get frustrated with the person for getting hurt, but it just kind of like, it derails it, you know? Like, you're like, oh, Eloy, I can't wait to watch him play. Oh, he's out for the next couple weeks. You feel like in recent memory, the Cubs really haven't had any bad years after they sold the team in 21. Feels like they just went ahead and signed big players. I mean, that's kind of what they did. I don't really remember 22. I don't think they were all that good, but I don't think they were, like, ridiculously bad either. It does, though. It kind of just felt like they went from one era right into the next one. Ooh, that was hit way harder than I thought it would have for being late on that. Can we add more? I mean, if I add any more, we won't get to see Devin Williams again. I don't know if we'd see Williams anyway. I might just leave Cam Sanders in to finish this. Yan Gomes? Nope, I'm too far under that. That's another point for Miguel Amaya there. Got a hit with him, but not Yan Gomes. You saw the Yankees coming. Wait. You saw the Yankees coming, hey, the Cubs in 2022. I feel like there's something there that I'm not getting. Oh, crush the Cubs. Okay. I think the only time I've ever seen the Yankees play in person was like back in the Jeter A-Rod days. I was really young, and they were playing against the White Sox, and I saw, or no, that's not true. I think I saw them then, and then I saw them play the Sox again like a year or two later. But it's still been, 15 plus years since I've seen the Yankees in person. You've seen the Cubs once, and they lost to the Indians, so it had to have been at least, 3 years ago? Or more? Is Dylan Cease on the game yet? Seems like a potential superstar. So he's... If you watch my my White Sox March to October, I started that right before he was traded to the Padres, so he's still on the White Sox for that. He might actually still be on the White Sox in this roster, too, in this March to October. But, yeah, I mean, he's in the game, if that's what you're asking. He just went Diamond, too, in Diamond Dynasty, so highest tier, I guess. Dude, Cam Sanders is going to finish this game so easy. I mean, look at that. I'm missing fastballs right down the middle, and it's just a one-pitch out. You weren't alive for the Jeter prime? I mean, I don't know if I was either, or I was really young, because I would consider the Jeter prime like late 90s, early 2000s. So I definitely wasn't aware of what was going on. But I'm talking like 2008-ish was probably when I saw him in person. There we go. Fastball right there for him, and he's letting it go. Cam Sanders with the complete game. We add on a couple runs of our own. I'm playing pretty good today, guys. Things are going pretty well. Another couple momentum fireballs. Lester started back when he was good. Oh, you meant Paul Skeens. Okay. I was going to say, I would hope that you would assume Dylan Cease is in the game, but I wasn't sure. Paul Skeens, though, I think they did... Well, he's been in Diamond Dynasty. I guess I don't know about the offline rosters, but I would assume he was in the Pirates organization in the offline rosters. I don't know what his overall is, though, because I know in Diamond Dynasty on like his base live series card, he was only like a bronze, like a 72 or something. So I don't know what he'd be offline. A Dansby player lock. Okay. Get another chance to succeed in a hitter player lock. I've succeeded in a couple here with the Cubs this year. What's Dansby doing on the year? Here, let me move myself so I'm not blocking the stats. He's got 17 bombs, 30 doubles, 263 average. I mean, he's playing better than he was last year. And a lot of people would have considered 2023 a good year for him on the Cubs. So guess that means this year's even better. Oh, his potential went up to an A. I didn't even notice that. I don't know how much that matters, already being a high 80s, 30 years old. But sure, why not? It was really cool to be able to watch the Cubs and Skeens debut all in one. Don't always get Cubs games in Ohio. And then he pitched again against them in his next start, right? I think. That was the one where he took a no-hitter or something through like 6 innings. All right, so player lock, Dansby Swanson against Cleveland. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. I don't have anything else to say. Tristan McKenzie on the mound. I feel like he's usually relatively easy to hit. So just kind of fastball curve, really.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Just have to deal with that high left field wall, though.
Stands in. That's a little bit low.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
And misses inside.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at-bat.
Corner.
And we already have a 3-0 lead. I didn't even notice that. We might not see McKenzie too many times. Oh, really? On a 3-0? I mean, of course I'm not going to swing at that, but really you got to steal a strike like that? And then I missed that. Oh, dude. Toxic, you came back right as I miss a fastball right down the middle after you were talking about me being on a streak of not hitting fastballs right down the middle. Maybe it's you.
So up next, Dansby Swanson. Fly to right.
You love watching sports at work? Man, I remember I wasn't always somebody who, like, during school or during class would do other stuff, like watch stuff or, you know, that sort of thing. But it was 2019, I think it would have been, either that or 2018, when the Cubs and Brewers played in a game 163 for who would win the division. I was watching that game because it was a day game during one of my classes. So I had that on my laptop during the class. And that was exciting, exhilarating.
They're on top by a count. Back here in Cleveland, bottom of the inning. Here's Brian Urquillo.
Dude, I had in my Sox March to October, I had like a special play at shortstop. I think it was with Colson Montgomery. I'd never seen it before. I mean, I don't do too many player lock fielding stuff, but I still would have thought in the few times I player lock with hitters on this game and then play the field, I would have seen it, but it was kind of cool. Okay, this is not going well. I really thought it was going to go well. That's going to be an error. It's not going to be a hit. It's not going to help us if it's not a hit. Yep. Oh, you've been here just not talking, too focused on Lego Star Wars?
Runner at first. And next for the Cubs, Christopher Morel. And he'll shoot.
Ooh. Oh, I thought he hit that way better. He came in on that. I was expecting that to be like threatening to leave.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open and
Grinding the mini kits. Have you 100%ed it before? Are you just doing it again, or are you like about to get it for the first time? Okay, that's going to be a nice double play. Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not, and I was running, man. We're in at third. That's a huge play. That is an inning-ending double play turning into runners on the corners with 1 out. I mean, even though it's a player lock, we still have to win the game to get momentum. And that's not going to be a sac fly. No, you're at like 60%. So you haven't 100%ed it in the past? Oh, you got it to high 90s on your Wii, but never finished it. And Chops, you 100%ed Lego Batman. I've never 100%ed a Lego game. My brother has. He's done Lego Star Wars Complete Saga, and then the new one, the Skywalker Saga. I just realized when I say the first one, I say Complete Saga, but then Skywalker Saga. Interesting. You 100%ed Lego Ninjago? That's something I know absolutely nothing about. Is that going to drop? Oh my god, are you kidding me? What even was that play? What was that? Nobody's making that play. Dude just dove on a blooper going backwards. He had his glove turned the wrong way, so it had to go through his thumb. Okay, that makes sense now. You did it in like two days because it was so short. You platinumed the Lego Ninja game? Man, I love platinuming games. I think I have maybe like 10 platinums. None of them are too impressive. They're past MLB The Shows, and then like the Spider-Man games, and that's pretty much it. I mean, I gotta hit that pitch. It's just a pitch you can't miss.
Looking to get the tying run on base.
All right, that's a nice 0 for 4 for Dansby. Back to not doing anything in hitter player locks. And we lost.